What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do all the YouTube stuff, hit the buttons and smash the something or another. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, trying to get this video done as quickly as I possibly can so y'all don't miss out on any Black Friday deals. Links will be in the description below. We're going to be taking a look at the world's smallest infrared camera, the InfiRay P2 Pro. So let's get inside, see what we got, and put this guy to the test, see what it can do. Now let's take a look at what comes in the box. It's a nice sturdy box. This is actually where I've been storing the camera. So we've got a cleaning cloth, nice big cleaning cloth, carrying case. I've actually been putting this camera in here, putting this in my pocket, empty pocket, and carrying it around the job site. So it makes it really easy to get to a roof or wherever you might be going. Comes with a USB-C male to female adapter, and that can get you into some small places. Plug it into your phone or tablet and you can kind of move that camera around. The camera itself has a small connection point, so if you've got a case on your camera you might have trouble connecting it. I bought some of these. These come in 3 packs, male to female adapter, and it works pretty good to get it inside my case. And this is the camera itself. You can see it's small. It works really well, easy to carry. Like I said, pop it in that bag, and I've been carrying it around, and then put it back in this case. This is a nice case with a good spot for it. This here is the macro lens, and it is magnetic. It's got a lens cover on it, and it snaps directly onto here with a magnet, and get that in place, and you can actually get up close shots of circuit boards and things like that. I'm not sure how much I'll actually use the macro lens, but I do have some video on it. It is pretty cool to be able to look at circuit boards. So let's give the macro lens a shot. I've got the cord connected here. You can see some of my controls in there, contactor coil. Everything's pretty warm, but what I want to do is use the macro lens. See if we can't look close up to the board. Now there's our macro lens. Macro lens is magnetic, so we should be able to grab it just like that. Snaps right on there, and that should give us a close-up shot of this board. It's a pretty awesome picture. There's the chip in the center of the board, and then we can go around and look at some of the circuitry and see hot spots. Take a look at the capacitors. There's one of the capacitors right there, and each individual resistor. Now, I'm not sure how often I would use this, but for people working on somebody who might repair a circuit board, this is a pretty sweet deal with the macro lens like that. And I'm holding that about 2 inches, and I mean, getting a perfect picture of all these resistors. And all the circuitry on that board. I like it. The magnetic clip's nice. Pops right on there. Pops back off for your regular view. Now, not only is this camera affordable, but let me show you how easy to use it is. We're just going to plug the camera in. When you first plug it in, it's going to ask you for some permissions, obviously, for your camera on your phone or device. But it's going to pull right up once I plug in the phone. And boom, we're into the app. I have not made any changes to anything. All the videos and pictures that I've taken have been just plugged it in and took the video. So there are some settings in here that you can adjust for different temperature ranges and all kinds of stuff. We'll go through some of that, but for right now, let's take a look at a video that I do have. So, I got the steam started up yesterday. Just here to check on a few things and try out the new camera. This thing is pretty sweet. Now, I think the image is clearer on my phone than it is on my tablet, but nonetheless, you can see everything, tell what everything is. It's too hot, it's not gonna let me do it. It has burn protection, as you can see. This is my hot water loop over here. My heat exchanger there is steam is heating the hot water. And we hit point, and we get a point, we can tell what temperature that is. And we are actually, y'all can't see it because of the light, but it's 170 something degrees, so that's accurate. Now this has a modulating valve. That's our steam heater there. Modulating valve up top, and we can see it's hot coming into that valve. And the valve is closed right now. It modulates on supplier temperature. So as the supplier drops, it tries to maintain just a neutral air, so about 70, 72 degrees. So that's why that trap's cold. But I've got a few other traps that are cold that I need to go address. But I'm loving this camera, man. Beautiful picture. The frame rate's good enough to walk around with. Highly recommended. But you can see that's my electric heater and my boot heater there. So in the app, we've got some options. You can flip your image 180, 90, 270 degrees. That will flip the image that way. We can also, the variable correction, you can set the emissivity for brick, skin, water, all these options. You can set the object distance and the ambient temperature. And you just hit the button there to go back to the original setting. Like I said, all the video and pictures that I've taken with this thing, I have not adjusted anything. Image settings, you can do the brightness and the contrast, and mode, high image quality, wide range, and auto. The high image quality is obviously the best picture, but depending on what you're looking at and what you're trying to do, you might get some better results from some of the other settings. We can also go to the point, and we can make a point here and see what temperature that is. We're running about 99 degrees. We can take that point away. These are some of the pictures that I've taken, and we'll show some of that. We can make a line, and it will give me the min, max, and average temp across that line. I mean, these are pretty cool. We can get a square here, and we can get the min, max, and average across the square. These are pretty useful tools here. The scale will give us the high and low temperatures. And then we can change the palette. You can use a white hot. I like the iron red or the white hot. The rest are just a little bit different from what you're used to seeing, but you do have different options here if you like one better than the other. And then if we go to our settings, we can go into the, you got advanced image settings, shutter switch, optimize image. Do have some different options to the temperature settings you can adjust. Obviously, I changed it to Fahrenheit. It comes in Celsius. You also have the option to put it in Kelvin if you want to get very accurate. And your general language and watermarker. The help is where you're going to find the all the information on the app, and it will bring up a whole list of information and your user manual. So that's where all the information is. There's not a whole lot in the instructions that come with it, which I like, because I'm not a guy who does instructions very well. I like to just plug and play, and this made it really easy. So let's take a look here at the gallery and see what we got. I got a pump there. This was in the compressor room next to this chiller. And all these pictures, when you take them, will download straight into your gallery, and you can pull them up just like you would any picture. That is a steam trap. You can see I've got P1 and P2, and it will give me the temperature difference. So this is an operating steam trap. We're about 256 coming in and 217 going out of that steam trap. Being able to see what you're looking at through a graded floor like this, I mean, the frame rate and the clarity of the picture on this thing is unmatched by anything I've seen. And temperatures have been pretty damn accurate too. I couldn't be happier with this P2 Pro, and it's so tiny. So we're just checking on everything around here. We're running about 4 degrees. This is our cooler. Now I've got door heat and window heat that seems to be working. Actually, see the difference there? It's like I've got a window heater out over here. 68 degrees and 94 degrees. You can see the strip in the center, so it seems to be working. So that's something I need to address. Because that window heater is not working. Now, the evaporator's cold. You're looking at a liquid line and a hot gas line. It's hard to tell because that hot gas line is insulated, but they're alternating on a PID loop to maintain about 38 degrees in here. It says it's a laboratory cooler, so it maintains pretty tight temp range. So another thing I need to address, easily found with the new camera. At the end of the day, I couldn't be happier with the performance of the P2 Pro. It's affordable, easy to use, and accurate. Available for Apple and Android, this thing does it all. It's compact, lightweight, high performance, and low power consumption make this camera a useful tool on a job site for all trades and anywhere else you might need exceptional infrared imaging. I'm going to drop the mic there. I've got a picture-in-picture walkthrough of an industrial site, and I'll let the camera speak for itself.